So today I've been working on my Comfort Fade cardi, patterned by Renee Knits, Andrea Mowry. And at the moment it's draped over the steering wheel because I'm sitting in the truck for a little bit. But anyways, here's what I've got so far. I started on this, when was it, last Sunday I think. And I got just like a little bit done Sunday, and I've been working on it a lot this week. So this morning, first thing, I separated for the sleeves. So I got that done today. And I've just been doing some stuff around the house, and I got to work on this. I'm fading in the third color, so you can kind of see some pale pink here and there. So the pink and the blue are these two colors are like fading very, very seamlessly. I kind of wish that these, the first and second color faded a little bit better. Like, I feel like right at the first part of this skein there wasn't quite as much blue, and then down here you can see a lot of blue spots. So I don't know, maybe I should have started at the other end of the ball up here, but it's, you know, you can't really tell that whenever you're just looking at the cake of yarn. But anyway, I think it'll be okay. It's a little stripy, but there's lots that are way more striped contrast than this, so I'm not too worried. But to begin with, I was a little bit concerned, but after I got this section here done, I really like it. I think it'll look good. And so then I'm going, the next color, the third color is pink and gray and white, and then the final color will be just a tonal pink. I'm thinking that the third color and the fourth color is going to stripe pretty a lot, but oh well, it is what it is. It'll be fine. I'm knitting this on the Lykke size 4 needles, and these will be in the vlog that I filmed earlier this week and last week. It's just taken literally forever for it to upload. I started it earlier today. I should have started it first thing this morning, but anyways, it may eventually should load up there. I don't know, my internet's not slow. But anyways, size 4, 3.5 millimeter, and the pattern I may have talked about this some in the other one. If I did, I apologize, and if you didn't watch that one, you can, you know, now know it. But I'm knitting this on size 4s. I tried, well no, I didn't even try. I'm not sure. I think I knit like quite a lot looser. And I also think, there's the combine. You see the combine? Yeah, so if you hear any noise, that's what it is. And I'm sure you can hear it. So, you know what? I may just stop this and wait till they move on. Okay, so the combine has passed for a few minutes. And as I was saying, I must knit quite a lot looser than Andrea Mowry does. I don't know for sure, because I know in the what was that, the So Faded sweater, like I had to go down 2 needle sizes in that one as well. And I'm gonna try to find somewhere to prop this thing up, but I don't have anything. So the So Faded sweater I swatched on whatever size you're supposed to do it on, and then I swatched, I think it's a size 5 what it calls for, then I swatched for the size 4, and then I finally ended up on a size 3, I think. I do know that for the So Faded sweater I went down 2 sizes, so I thought, you know, maybe I need to double check this, because you know, it might be kind of the same. And so I didn't actually do a gauge swatch, because, you know, it takes a little bit too long. So I think this this yarn here, it might be a little bit thicker. Like I think there's less yards in the skein of yarn versus the yarn that she used, which isn't that big of a deal. But anyway, that just means it might be a little bit more plump. And the fabric I'm getting, it feels really nice, and it's not stiff. I think it'll be nice and drapey. Of course, the silk will help with that, I suppose, because silk's supposed to have good drape. But anyways, I digress. And so I looked at a cardigan I'd already made, and it was on size 6 needles. My gauge was much less stitches per 4 inches. I think the gauge calls for 20 stitches equals 4 inches. I have the paper. I don't know where the gauge is on the paper, but I have it. Oh, 21 stitches equals 4 inches. And I may have mentioned before, I don't usually pay attention to the row gauge because you just knit as long as you need to. But anyway, 21 stitches. And the other one that I made back in May was much less stitches on the size 6 needles. Now the yarn might have been different, I don't know. But anyways, then I went to this sweater I had just made last month, and I measured it. And yes, it was in the round, so all knit, no purl rolls, but it was right at 21 stitches. It was on a size 4 needle, and it was right at 21 stitches. And so I was like, well, you know what, I'm just going to take a chance on it and see what happens. So I started it on size 4. I knit, you know, that much or so, and measured, and sure enough, it was 21 stitches equals 4 inches, right on point. Which, you know, maybe I measured 20 stitches. I may have got it all wrong. Maybe I just have 20 stitches equals 4 inches. But anyways, I'm pretty sure it was 21 stitches is 4 inches. So I'm using size 4. I did try it on right after I separated for the sleeves, and it looked like it was going to fit really good. And I know of course, obviously it didn't come all the way closed in the front, but there is going to be a quite substantial what is that thing called? Shawl collar or something. So it'll definitely, and also superwash wool really grows, I've come to find out. One thing I did do is I got a little carried away, and somehow I ended up with 4 extra stitches on the sleeves. I'm supposed to have 56 sleeve stitches. I had 60, but it'll be okay. I don't care. I'd like the sleeves to be just slightly looser anyway. She said that the sleeves are designed to be very slim fitting, and I would really prefer the sleeves not to be too slim fitting anyways, so that'll work out good. So I guess I'm just going to hang out here for a few more minutes and see if my son gets tired of being on the combine, and maybe I might take a few photos. Brought my good camera along. I've not been taking too many photos this past year, so I need to get back to the picture thing. But anyways, I'll probably knit on this cardigan some more. And I gotta redo my sock head hat. I took it off the needles. I unraveled it this morning and frogged a lot of it and put it back on the needles because it was just way too slouchy for what I want, for what I'm comfortable with wearing. So I love the hat, but whenever I wore it, I had to fold the brim all the way. Like, the brim's pretty much I think I stopped a little bit. It's supposed to be 4 inches. I don't think I made it to 4 inches. I think it was like 3 3/4 or something. So I had to fold the brim all the way over in order, so it's like, 4 inches that I folded over in order to get it to where I like to wear it. And so, that's just okay. So my son just called from the combine. I have no idea what I was saying whenever he called. I should have really looked that up. Again, I apologize. I'm just the most disorganized, craziest person who's probably ever tried to podcast. But oh well, this is how I am, and so you're getting me. So let's see here. Oh, the hat, sock head hat. You know what? I'll just get that out of my purse and show it to you. Okie dokie. So I'm back. I'm going to try to prop you up right here. Prop the phone up. Oh, it worked. Okay. Prop the phone up. So sockhead hat is back on the needles, and I've started it. I did just this much of the decrease. So I'm starting on the decrease already, and I love this hat. So I really I don't know. I wanted it to be perfect. And so I was literally having to fold it up this much in order to make it to where I actually felt comfortable wearing it. So, you know, this much folded up. I would rather just not have to do that. So, anyway, my hair's up. So there it is. Crazy looking with my hair up, I know. Where's the needle? So, it's still pretty slouchy, which I hope that's not, I don't think that'll be too slouchy though. And, that'll be as slouchy as it is, which, you know, be pretty good, right? Can you even see that? I don't know. And then I can always fold it up just a little bit if it's super chilly and I need extra warmth. Generally, I do not ever wear a hat with my hair up. Even if I have my hair up and need to wear a hat, I usually just take it down, put it in for a little while, and you know, however crazy looking it is, that's just how it is. I just it smushes it too much. I don't know. I just don't like wearing a hat, this type of hat with my hair up. So anyway, that's that nice and crinkly yarn I've got here. But it is what it is. Wind's blowing. So this is how much I took out, and I'm gonna have leftovers, I know. So I'm excited about having the leftovers, because I'm already wondering what I can do. Like, I have quite a lot left over anyway. I don't know how many grams I use, but I probably have at least half a skein left over, which I was going to put into maybe a shawl, or you know, I had the thought this morning I might put it in to a vanilla fog hat, which is a brioche hat. I made one back in August, or July, August, something like that. I also might put it into what is it, the Oracle shawl. I thought about maybe, even though I don't have a lot of this color left over, I thought about starting with this color, making the center, and then using like a gray. I think gray would work. Using a pale gray or something, and doing the brioche with like a medium, maybe not real pale, not real dark, but a medium gray. So this would be the center. Then this and the brioche maybe, and then I can get another color. You know, I still haven't gotten this dyed. I tried that one day, and I think I know what I did wrong that day I tried to recreate this color, but I just haven't taken the time. I haven't really wanted to try it again, because I went through like 2 or 3 skeins of yarn, which I'm gonna end up using it. I'm just a little bit afraid to put it with, I'm afraid of what to put it with, because I put so much dye on that yarn that I'm afraid it'll like bleed into this other color and whatever other color it goes with, and then it'll be a big old mess. But I'm thinking about using one of those accidental skeins in the Oracle shawl, because it is very pretty. It's just super duper saturated. You know, I think they're ready to unload the beans, so I gotta go over and see that. I'll try to take a video for you. Do you know what a flywheel does?
Whenever the pull cord pulls it around,
Yeah.
and then it whips this, which does that. Then it goes down into to the engine. It makes the piston move.
Really?
Yeah.
Did Daddy tell you this?
Yes.
Okay.
And Uncle Black.
And Uncle Brandon. Okay. He dropped it.
Well,
Is this gonna be
Ollie.
an oily job? So do I need to do it?
No, I can do it.
Okay. So
Now
do you know what
somehow-
this thing right here is?
These, well, the piston, and whenever the piston goes up and down, these move up and down, which this goes down into the piston, then makes these move, then it boom,
Boom.
makes a foul, then it comes out right here.
That's where the fire comes out.
That's why the smoke comes out.
Oh, okay. Oh, goodness gracious. So, am I supposed to say something?
Yes.
What do you want me to say?
I don't know.
You're gonna ask me some questions?
Well, my mommy went over here is making a nice swiddle so it won't be so long and big on the so let's just hang on for a minute.
Been ages since I did any kind of vlog, and the first part of this episode or vlog or whatever is going to be from early in November. But anyways, I got our Christmas tree put up yesterday, so I thought I would show that. It's dark because the windows are all lit up, but it also looks like my son has unplugged some of the lights. Hold on. Okay, the colored lights, yeah, you can see it kind of twinkling. So I always add, I have a pre-lit tree, but I always add multicolored lights to it because, I mean, the more lights the better, right? So, anyways, we got lots of ornaments on here, which I don't know if any of them will show up. I love the Hallmark ornaments. There's Pixar and Hogwarts Castle, and some of these were bought ages ago when we first got married. The Sorry Game is a series of Hallmark ornaments I've been collecting. My son picked out this Tonka thing last year. Got that a couple of years ago. Ollivander's One Shop is really awesome from last year's Harry Potter. There's another Hasbro game. Oh, here's the Sorting Hat. I love the Harry Potter ornaments. And I always do a picture frame one. There's one that my mother got me a while back. Evidently, she got it in 2013. And anyways, I won't bore you with all the details of every little ornament, but there's a ton. Everybody always talks about how many ornaments I have, but the more ornaments, the better. There's one that my son made a couple of years ago, and so on and so forth. And I finally got around to repainting the den this past week. Still don't have everything put up, but here's the color. So I'm really happy with how the color turned out, and now I'll be right back with some yarny stuff. And today, hopefully the lighting will be okay. So this is going to be disorganized as usual. I know my favorite podcasts are always nice and organized, and they have nice lighting and setup and everything, but I don't know, I just have to do this whenever I can, and it takes a while to put the tripod up and all that. We'll start with, you saw this before, but you haven't saw me wearing, I guess, anything that I've made. So this is the So Faded, the So Faded sweater by Drea Renee, Andrea Mowry, and as I talked about before, this is knit out of all my own hand-dyed yarn in the tweed. It's a tweed-based merino, what is it, like 85 merino, 15 tweed, and I really love this sweater. See, I'm getting interrupted already. Sorry. Okay, so it is now Saturday, December 2nd. It's been a whole week since I was on here. We ended up going to Lebanon last Saturday night to see Christmas lights. So, anyways, I didn't get back. And then Sunday, I felt really, really bad. And during the week, I get home and wow, that's right. I get home during the week and it's dark and it's getting late, and I don't really like videoing with my husband around because I feel kind of strange. I don't know why, but anyway, I gotta get this November podcast out because it's now Saturday, December 2nd. I did do Vlogmas yesterday, and I'm gonna try to do some for that today. And I don't know. I won't be doing a video every single day, I'm sure, but I'll try to do several, lots in December. But anyways, lots of stuff to show you, and we're fixing to go to Cookville, to Hobby Lobby, and to Kohl's to get a few Christmas things, but lots and lots of finished objects to show. So I'm just going to go in no particular order. Here is, wow, it's bright. Oh, that's better. Okay, here's a hat that I did for my son to match his sweater. I didn't use pattern. I just cast, I held the yarn double. So it's finger and weight held double, which is about a DK weight. I cast on 84 stitches with a size 4. I did the ribbing, and then I did an extra. So I guess it was like 4 inches of ribbing, and then I did a folded brim because he wanted it extra around his ears to keep them nice and warm. So I used the folded brim method that Mina, Phillip, and I think the Crazy Sock Lady talked about, where you knit double, then you fold it over, and as you're knitting the round, you pick up stitches from, you put your needle in the cast on edge and knit that too. Anyways, it's confusing whenever I try to explain it, but it's actually quite easy. The only problem is it took me forever because it's not very, I did not have much luck doing this magic loop method. So I don't have any size 4 circular, 16-inch circulars, and I probably won't be getting any. But anyway, the ribbing, I always end up doing the ribbing on magic loop anyway because, I don't know, it just doesn't seem to flow very well on 16-inch circs whenever I try to do that. So I usually magic loop the ribbing and then switch to 16-inch circular for the body of the hat. And so I did the body of the hat on size 6, the ribbing size 4, and I folded the brim over once, got almost finished, and it was so crooked. It was bad. So I ripped that row back out, and then I got double points, size 4, put it on, switched over to the double point needles, and it worked out much better that time. So I think it's still slightly slanted, but not too bad. And so the next time I'm sure it'll be really good if I do another folded brim. So anyways, my legs are about to go to sleep, so I apologize for the weirdness here. I need to get something to set on. I'll be right back. Okay, beanbag chair. I think we're ready to go now. So, one hat. I'm so in love with this hat. It's the vanilla fog pattern. by Drea, Renee, and Andrea Mowry. And I held, it calls for holding 2 fingering weight yarns double. I made another one like this back in the summer, you might recall. And so in the pattern, she does one color, like she holds one color all the way through. Then she has a contrasting color up to about here, and then the rest of it is the second contrasting color. But anyways, I want to do it all the same color. So, and I don't have a ton of time, so that's why I'm talking fast. I apologize. But I had a sparkly yarn, and I didn't bring the scrap over. It'll be alright. So I had a sparkly yarn and plain undyed yak that I held together. And I really do like yak yarn. It's just, oh, excuse me. I'll try to edit that out, but I'm not making any promises. I apologize. So anyways, I really like yak. It's nice and soft. I love the color of it. So it's kind of grayish, sort of, undyed, and I just really love everything about it. But anyway, this one, I'll try it on. My hair is kind of crazy today anyway, so it doesn't matter. Well, my hair is always crazy. So, it matches my shirt, actually. So I've been wearing this, and I used the Clover pom-pom maker, the large size for the pom-pom, and I just wrapped and made it extra thick. I did end up ordering some faux fur pom-poms last weekend, and I actually got the notification they shipped today. So I'm excited to see what they look like. I ordered a pack of 5. So I think they'll be here next week. And I may, right now this pom-pom is just tied on like with a bow in here. And I may end up using this pom-pom for another hat. And then putting the the white faux fur, one of those that's white and gray, on this one. Or I may figure out how to do an interchangeable so I can like switch them around. But anyway, there's that hat. And another hat I did this week. Well, actually those were last week. This week I did this hat. This is going to be a Christmas present for my sister. I haven't actually tried this on, so let's see what it looks like. Woo. So yeah, I think it's good. It's a little slouchy. She wanted it a little slouchy, but it's not too slouchy. So yeah, it's good, I think. She's gonna have to like it because that's what she's getting. So I did this hat, Christmas present for my sister, and I made up the pattern. So you can see it has this awesome texture. So it's just knit and pearls to make the texture. Cast on with a size 4. Did the body of the hat with a size 6. The decreases got a little tricky, but I used the 4-point decrease, whatever, I don't know. Anyway, there's going to be a white faux fur pom-pom going on this, I think. And so there's that Christmas present. This hat I finished a while back. I think I talked about it some on a vlog or something. I'm going to have to fix, like right here. I've got to sew that up. I don't know what happened. But anyway, there's this one. I used the Mina Phillip Yorkville Socks pattern to do the texture of the body. I think this was done size 6 for the ribbing, size 8 for the hat. I don't know how many stitches I cast on right at the moment. Probably around 88 or something. Nitpicks Felici. I think it's like Baker Street or something. Bakerfield, something other. It was Felici worsted, not the sock yarn, the worsted weight. So this was the worsted that they had back in the summer. So I got that. That's a Christmas present for a neighbor, and I have extra left over. So I'm hoping I can do a baby hat. I don't know why. Oh, there it goes. I'm hoping I can do a baby hat with the extra that's left over from that, because the person I'm doing that for Christmas is expecting a grandchild sometime pretty soon. So I'm wanting to make, I think it'd be cute to make, you know, grandpa and baby, it's a boy, so grandpa and grandson matching hats. We'll see how much of that I have left. I did this. This is Knit Picks Felici Worsted. Also, this was the Time Traveler color, and it was from this summer when they first came out with the Felici, the worsted. So it's getting a little blown out. That's yellow and white here. I really like this color. I'm thinking I might give this to my uncle for Christmas. I don't really know. He doesn't watch Doctor Who, but he also doesn't have any hair, so I'm guessing his head probably gets cold. And he'll be he's in Indianapolis, in Indiana, I don't know, somewhere close to Indianapolis, I think. I don't know. Anyway, I can't remember the name of the actual town he lives in. So, whew, this light, sorry. So anyways, I think I might give this to him for Christmas. But this was size 6 ribbing, size 8 body, and whenever I cast it on, I think I used something called the double start cast on, which I use quite a lot, but it makes really stretchy, but sometimes the edging looks a little bit odd. And I should have pulled some out and got like enough of the one color, but it like switched colors partway through. So the edging looked pretty bad. And so what I did was I knit like 4 rows and then folded it over, and so it looks a little flared out. If I ever do that again, I'll use a smaller needle for the first part. But I mean, it's almost like a tubular cast on, but it's not a tubular cast on. But it's still stretchy. Maybe too stretchy. I don't know. Anyways, it'll work. What else have I found? Oh, these, I'm so in love with these. Whoop. You know what? I thought I had the ends woven in. They're not. I gotta do that. But anyways, ooh, I may start wearing these until Christmas. No, I won't. I'll be good. These are a Christmas present for my mother. She may not wear them. I may end up with them anyway. But these are the first Selby mittens. Pretty much the first color work I've ever done. And, man, I want to keep these. They match my shirt. But anyways, I'm going to make me some DK weight mittens because I need some mittens now. So these are the first ones I made. There's some, you know, parts about it that I should, you know, it was a learning experience. For the most part, it's really good. This is a little bit tight right here, which, you know, the right one was my second one, so I can tell that my gauge, kind of my tension loosened just a bit. But anyway, I really love them, and they got that nice little thumb detail there. So this is Knit Picks City Tweed DK weight. It's actually quite soft. I really like it. I didn't realize it was quite so soft until I put them both on. But so this is non-superwash, and I don't even remember that it's merino. I think it's merino wool and alpaca maybe. I don't remember for sure. It's a blend of 2 or 3 different things. So, but it is non-superwash, and so they need to be. The end of the second glove, the second mitten, the ends need to be woven in, and then they need to be blocked, I guess. But you know what? They might not get blocked. It'll be okay. So that's part of Christmas present. I think everything else in that basket has been shown. Did I ever show this finished? I think I might have showed me working on this. I don't know if I ever showed it finished. This is I did it a while back. It has a nice, really nice texture. I think it's called the Looking Ahead hat. I did way better on the decreases here than I did on the other one, I think. Yeah, the decreases look quite nice. I'm gonna have to look at how they do that. Anyway, I think it's Looking Ahead. I don't know. It's by Vera Valimaki. It's in the Interpretations Volume 3. Her and Joji Locatelli do this like collaboration where they each do so many patterns and they make an ebook. It's really nice. And there's several patterns in there that I want to make, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. So this one, I think it's a 3mm for the ribbing, and you do twist the knit stitches, so it makes it really nice and finished. Slightly tight. Probably should have went up to like 3.5mm or something, but anyway, whatever. And then you switch to 6. You do an increase round, switch to a size 6 needle, do an increase round, and then knit the body of the hat in a size 6. And it's just knit purl textures, so it's really easy to memorize. Highly recommend that pattern. So that's going to be a Christmas present for somebody. It's going to get a pom-pom. White, one of the white faux fur pom-poms. Oh, this I finished last night, finally. I've been working on this thing for forever. So it started out over here. It started out as the I don't know, squishy shawl by Mina Phillip, the Knitting Expat, and there are, this is my first ever brioche. There are some problems with it over here, and I don't care. It's a shawl. This is going to be a Christmas present for my mother as well, and it turned out to be quite large. I still have about 20 or so grams of each. The edging up here is a little wonky. It's going to have to be blocked, I guess, if I get around to it. I'm going to block it. But as you can tell, it changes to something different. So I got so tired of the brioche for some reason. I kept making mistakes. I don't know. It was just, I guess it's just one of the things where I have a problem with doing the same thing in the same color for a whole shawl. I don't know why. So I just started striping them, and I used the lace pattern, the eyelet pattern from the Free Your Fade shawl. So this part is just alternating garter stripes. It's a little wonky right here. I don't know if that will block it. It's going to have to block out. I'll stretch it and make it work, I guess. And it's a shawl. It's going to be, you know, all squished up. So anyway, I got that finished finally, and I don't know why this project was driving me so crazy. I just wanted to get done. I did try an I-cord bind off because I figured, you know, why not? And I actually liked it. It didn't take as long as I thought it would. But I like the mix of stripes, and then I just knit until I figure out that, until I thought it was big enough. Well, I knit until yeah. So see, I like how it straps over this way and that way. So anyway, there's that, and it is nice and squishy. I think she'll love it. So another Christmas present down. Bam. Oh, this I finished sweater for my son, and it is too stinking cute, but he don't want to wear it, so I don't know. We'll have to figure that. It is a little bit big. He could probably wear it next year. I should have done the size smaller. It was like, he's 6, and there was like, I don't know, something to 6 years old, and then maybe it was 6 to 8 and 8 to 10. Anyway, I went up a size from whatever I thought he should have had. I done the chest measurement. I went up a size, and maybe that's one reason he doesn't really want to wear it much, because it's a little big. But I may make him another sweater for this year. I don't know. We'll see. But maybe he'll wear it a little bit. So there's that one. These are almost finished object socks for my sister for Christmas. I just have to do the heel, and I've got it marked where I'm going to put the heel in. This is Knit Picks Felici from this summer. It's Candy Shop. I think they had just a little bit. They had some of this left whenever I looked on there yesterday. I guess they had some extra or whatever, and they put it back in, and it's, I think, like $3 or something if they still have it. But Candy Shop, she calls them the Dr. Seuss socks because I was knitting them at a soccer game, and she saw them, and so they look like Dr. Seuss socks, and they kind of do. I'm going to put in a green heel, and let's see. Oh, they ended up being socks for my sister because there's going to be socks for somebody for Christmas. But I had planned on making her, you know, a different pair to make them so she could get taller ones, because I only had a 50-gram ball of this. But I mean, it'll still be the leg will be as long as the foot, so it'll be fine. But anyway, I was gonna make her, because me and her like pretty tall socks to wear, so they'll show over the top of her boots. But I got these double point needles, which I'm really liking the double point needles, and I thought I was getting the same size as I usually use, but there's two size ones. So there's like a US 1 2.25 millimeter and a US 1 2.5 millimeter. I usually use the 2.25 millimeter. Guess what? I got the 2.5 on accident. And so I kept, you know, I was knitting away, and I was going like zooming, and they looked bigger than usual. They're you know, quite a lot. They're bigger, like wider than my usual socks are, and I finally figured out that I was using a bigger needle than usual. So anyways, she has a bigger foot than I do, and most everybody else that I know. So these will be for her, which I mean, I was going to make her some socks anyway, so that worked out good. They didn't take as long as the tallest socks I was going to make. Here, this is another Selby mitten. I've got to finish the other one. Now these are Wool of the Andes worsted. They came out slightly bigger. They're still, they still feel quite nice. Oh, I'm using a size 4 for my Selby mittens, a size 4 needle. And I really love the blue and gray. The Wool of the Andes is definitely itchier than the City Tweed DK. So if you have sensitive skin, I would not really suggest this yarn. But it'll work for mittens.
Mama,
these will be for my aunt.
I love for you to see this video.
Okay.
I'm watching.
Can you get me a drink of water?
I should pause this.
Okay. Well, I'm almost finished.
So
these are going to be for my
I
aunt.
might take a look.
Okay. This is my Comfort Fade Cardi from Andrea Mowry. I got, obviously, quite a lot left. I've taken a break on this just to try to get some Christmas knitting done. And I've gotten on a bit of a hat binge. Been wanting to make all the hats. But I'm going to finish this, hopefully pretty soon. Oh, thank you.
I'll be right back.
I don't know if I'll get this finished by Christmas, but that would be great. And this is my hand-dyed yarn. It's merino silk. Shh. The colors are not named. Oh, that's more accurate. It's a bit bright. So it just goes blue and gray, pink and gray, pink. Okay, I'm back. So I'll talk more about the Comfort Fade cardigan whenever I get it closer to finished. But I think I mentioned earlier that in this, another part of this video that I was using a size 4 needle, and then for the cuff on the sleeve I used like a size 3. It's in there. I don't know. I ended up doing most of the sleeve with double point needles. They're Knitter's Pride Dreams. Is that it? I know it's Dreams. Whatever. I ordered them from Amazon. So I really like them a lot. I've gotten to where I never thought I would like double point needles so much, but I actually do really like them. Another work in progress that I'm really enjoying but not getting to work on much. I've hardly done any to it since Thanksgiving. Is this, and I don't know how to say the name of the mittens, but they're the I said mittens. They're the Christmas mystery knit along, which it's just, there's only one clue left, which will be the thumb. So the last clue I got yesterday, done the decrease for the hand. So anyways, I'm behind, but you know, whatever. I really like them, and I like how I did, and I had a bit of a rough start with them, so I need to get some different. I ordered, whenever I get my new double point needles, I'll finish this, but as you can tell, there's a lot of needles going on here, and that's kind of irritating me a little bit. So I'm using size, I think, 2.75 millimeter, and it turns out I should have ordered some more whenever I did the last Knit Picks order, but I don't know what I was thinking. I think I kept thinking I had 2.5 millimeters, and whenever I got done with those Dr. Seuss socks, I would just use those, but no, they're 2.75 millimeters that I'm using for this. But anyway, I digress. So I think I did, like, you know, whatever, half 2.25 for the cuff, then 2.75 millimeter for this part. And I kept having to I restarted. This is the third time I did the cuff, because the first time I got like 4 rows in, and I was like, these colors aren't gonna work. The next time I got all the way up to here, and I just didn't like the fit because I was using a smaller needle. Didn't like the fit. I didn't like the color. So then third time, I used this cool, sparkly, variegated color. Can't see the sparkles on the screen, but it is sparkly, and just some bare sock yarn. So anyways, really liking that. And probably had I saw the pattern, I would never have like purchased this pattern, but I love it. It's pretty. Not sure it really fits my personality, but I'm gonna finish them and I'm gonna wear them because I'm loving the yarn, and the cat and dog is cool, and the whole you know, looking through the cat and dog looking out the window thing, it's really cool. But I don't know. I I don't want to talk bad about it. I don't want anybody to think I don't like it, because I really do love her patterns. Ellie of Skein Deer Knits. But I just don't know for sure how I feel about Christmas mittens. I don't know. I think it's just a little funk I'm going through at the moment. Maybe it's because I know I won't get these done by Christmas, probably. But I'm going to wear them in January, and they'll be awesome. And the sparkly looks really nice for Christmas mittens. I'll probably I'm definitely going to make some DK mittens that are not Christmassy at all. That way, you know, I'll have 2 different mittens to wear. But I highly recommend the pattern. It's easy to follow. It's pretty. But it is more Christmassy than I thought. Maybe I was just imagining snowflakes, and then, because it did say it wasn't really very Christmassy. I do like the night sky that's in there. So anyways, whatever. We'll see. I think it'll be good. Oh, random bit of mail that we got. I wanted to do a different type of advent calendar this year, because I had several years ago fixed up these little tins and, you know, a magnetic thing to put them on. And the idea was to put a little treat in there and have let my son open, you know, a little treat every night, but pretty much it ended up being candy stuck in there, and then it would be, you know, late at night before we got home, and I didn't want him to have candy at 8 o'clock or 7:30 or something, and then so anyways, we didn't really stick with the advent calendar thing very much. So this year I wanted to do something different, and I wanted something simple where you just hung something up or you know, move something around or whatever. But I found these on Etsy. Where's the... Oh, I just had the card last night. I apologize. But they're made in Texas. Oh, Sima Toys, S-I-M-A. So here's the... Let me see. Let me move over. So here's the box top. I had the card, lost it last night somehow. But anyways, here's the made by Sima Toys. I don't remember the Etsy thing that I found it under. But they're made in Texas. They came wrapped up in this nice little like paper, brown paper with a little twine around it and stuff. But I couldn't wait I had to open them right away. But they're all these little, they're maple. And they like, it has to be laser engraved. Gosh, the light, I'm sorry. So like this one has, you know, the fireplace, and we've got Santa's sleigh, and there's some Christmas trees, and we got Frosty the Snowman, and all sorts of stuff. Let's see, the one from yesterday was a star. Here's a Christmas wreath. There's a Christmas present. And so I got the whole 25 days. Here's a little reindeer. And so I got all 25 days. And so like the first several are just random, you know, Christmas things. Like here's stars. And then the last 12, oh, there's a stocking, snowflake. The last 12 are the 12 days of Christmas. So, oh, here's for day 14. You got these 3 little candles that are very pretty. But anyway, so like here we've got, you know, 10, what is it, 10 Lords Leaping. 11 Poppers Popping. 8 Maids a Milking. And then they got, you know, the swans and the rings, golden rings. So it's 12 days of Christmas. And you can get a pack that has just the 12 days of Christmas, or you can get the double where it has the 12 days of Christmas, and then it has the rest of it's filled in with random Christmas stuff. There's the 2 turtle doves. Love the little heart details on there. So anyway, there's 25 days of Christmas, what I got, and I just think they're awesome. They are very, very affordable. You would think they'd be pretty expensive, but they are not at all. They, how much were they? Well, I can't remember how much they were yet right now, but with tax and all, they were like, tax and shipping and everything, it was less than $25, $23 or $25, I don't remember. But anyways, they averaged out to be like less than $1 a piece. So I had thought, you know, maybe I can make something or whatever. I can't make something for less than $1 a piece. So definitely, I think a good deal. And like I said, they're maple, so it's not like they're plastic or anything. They're not going to break. They'll last. They're nice and smooth. I think they might be finished with very slick, so I think they might have put some sort of finishing on them, like, you know, polyurethane, or I don't know if it's polyurethane or not, but I don't think it's specified. But they're definitely, you know, finished with some sort of wood protector or something. And I got the thinner ones. There are some that are thicker. They have a couple different types of wood to choose from, but I got the thin, I think it's an eighth of an inch thick, you know, and eighth of an inch maybe, or 1/4 of an inch, I don't know. But anyways, they are maple. There was a thin and a thick option. The thinner option obviously was cheaper. The maple, I don't think that the wood made a difference on the price. I think it was just the thickness. So I got the cheaper, got a maple, and I love them. And I just realized the little tag says made by Sarah with love, made in Texas by Sarah with love and laser beams. That's so cute, love and laser beams. So definitely laser engraved. Anyways, so that's just a random thing. I ordered some needles. I know I shouldn't, but I got this set of majestic wood 4-inch double pointed needles. Now, I was on there and I thought, oh, this size has 0 to size 4. I needed a size 4. Whenever I didn't realize they were 4-inch. I don't know why I was thinking they were 5-inch. I wanted 5-inch, but anyways, so they're 4-inch. They're cute. I think they're gonna work for socks, but that's probably about it. I did use the size 4 for my Selby mittens, but they definitely worked out better whenever I ended up getting the Knitter's Pride 6-inch. There's another one. Okay, the vinyl case is irritating me. I've already had to tape up this one. I mean, it's vinyl. What do you expect? But now I just noticed that one has a hole, so I'm probably going to... I've already lost one of these. There's 5 of them still, so I mean, I can still make something. Use the size 4s, but I've lost one. Apparently I'm about to lose a size 3 because there's a hole there. And I'll have to make sure I put them like this for now. And so anyways, it's size 0. Then they've got a 2.25 millimeter, a 2.5 millimeter, 2.75, 3, 3.25, and 3.5 millimeter. I love the majestic wood. It is so stinking pretty. So pretty. It's beautiful. But anyways, I wish they had size 5. I mean, not size 5. I wish they had a 5-inch. They do have 5-inch. I wish they had a set. I wish I had have gotten a set of 5 inches. I'm trying to say. Words are failing me. But anyways, enough about those. I highly recommend Knit Picks needles. I've tried the majestic wood, and I've tried the rainbow wood, and I'm assuming the Caspian ones are the same. I love them. Love them. The majestic wood ones are so pretty. They're darker. The rainbow wood ones are so pretty too. They're brighter. But anyway, I digress. So this is awesome. This next one is awesome. I got a Lykke, I think that's how you say it, Lykke, set of double point or of interchangeable needles. I'm tempted to get the Lykke double point needles, but they're expensive, so I think I'll just find cheaper double points. But I didn't need these because I have so many fixed circulars right now. But oh my goodness, they're so awesome. I wished I had started with these instead of getting any fixed circs. The reason why I ended up going ahead and just getting the whole set was because I'm wanting to make that sweater out of the Knit Picks worsted weight, Knit Picks Swish. And first I was going to order a 24-inch size 8. Then I was like, no, maybe I need to use a size 9 for this sweater. So I canceled that Amazon order, thought about ordering a size 9. Then I'm like, well, you know what? I'm just going to get the interchangeables, and then I'll have whatever size I need. So they go, I got the 5-inch. There's like the 5-inch, and then there's like a 3.5 inch. And the smaller, the shorter ones are supposed to make 16-inch circle, for hats. I might should have gotten those. I don't know, but so far I make hats on either 6 or 8. And if I do another sockhead hat, I already have a 3 millimeter, 16-inch. So I'm thinking it'll be okay. Maybe. I think. That's what I have. I think I have a 16-inch. I know I have a size 6, 16-inch, size 8, 16-inch, and I know I have a 3 millimeter. It seems like I have one more 16-inch circular. But anyway, so I decided to get these. the longer ones, and I'm really, really loving them. It's got this nice little, you know, it velcros up here, so you can easily get them. It goes from a size 4 to a size 17. I'm not sure when I will ever use a size 17, but I have it if I ever need it. And I may have to get some chunky yarn just so I can use a size 17 needle for a hat or something. It's got this little pouch here that has the cables and the little things that you use to tighten, little things that you put on the ends, the stoppers, which I haven't really used. I've used those once. I used them to try on my cardigan. That way I didn't have to worry about it falling off. It's got the little things you use to tighten them, and then if you want to make longer cables, it's got the little connectors. Comes with 1 cable to make a 40-inch needle, 2 to make a 32-inch, 2 to make a 24-inch, and that's what we got. You can buy extra cables. I did find those, and let's see, the size 4 is in use right now somewheres. I think, yeah, in there on the couch. Size 4 is in use, but anyways, I just love them. And I know a lot of people switch between these and metal needles, but I love using the wood needles. They make me happy. It feels like they're easier on my thumb. So now I knit pretty loose, so they don't I don't know how to explain them really, but the Lykke needles and the Knit Picks needles that I've used, they grip the yarn, but they slide. So, like, whenever I have knit on metal needles, like I've got some Chiagu, they slip out. I knit really loose, and the needle I'm always losing. Like, if I'm not careful, the needle just falls right out. It doesn't matter. Like, these will fall out if I have a couple, you know, just 2 stitches, and they'll slip out. But with the metal needles, I could have several stitches, and they would still fall out. So I really like these. The yarn slides across them, but somehow it doesn't slide out whenever, you know, if I and whenever I'm knitting, or if I, like, you know, have to pick something up, I don't have to worry about them falling out so much. So anyways, wood needles work for me. But there might come a time where I decide I need to try a metal needle again. For now, I love the wood needles. Everything I use is wood needles. With my latest Knit Picks order, I ended up trying, because I thought about doing a size 8, but I decided on size 6. Double points, and they're stuck. Oh, there they are. So I got the Majestic 4 square needle, and I'm actually I didn't take them out last night. They're not as square as I thought they would. Like, it's interesting. I can feel that they're square, but the corners are not, like, sharp or anything. And it says it would still work. Where's the size 6? Yep, it works in the size 6 sizer upper thing. So I'm excited to try these. I think I'm going to try my next hat on double points. And we'll see how it goes. But anyway, the Majestic Wood 4 square. The light is so bright, I apologize. And they're beautiful. They have purple, green, blue, dark purple. It's just beautiful. So excited to try that. I'm not sure how I'm gonna like, because Knit Picks, the only thing I don't like about Knit Picks double point needles is you can get like 0 to 3 US 0 to 3, you can get them in a 5 and a 6 inch. If it's above a size 3, you have to get the 8 inch. And this seems like long, like, you know, it's whew. So I'm not sure like how that's going to work out. I think a 6 inch might be more to my, I mean, the size 4 needles I used for the sleeve on my Comfort Fade was 6-inch, and they worked out great. But anyways, we'll try it. I'll try. I'm gonna do a hat. My next hat's gonna be on those once I get past the ribbing. Oh, and I got this sizer thing because I was a couple dollars away from getting free shipping, and I lost my other sizer thing, so it has sizes 0, so 2 millimeter, to size 17, which is the 12 millimeter. And this part right here, I was like, what in the world is this for? Well, you know, it's got a little red mark, so apparently if I want to make a gauge swatch, I haven't tried this out. If I want to make a gauge swatch, I just like lay it down and it like magnifies. Maybe everybody else has already used these. It like magnifies the stitches to where they'll be easier to count. I've not actually tried it, but that's what I figure it is. It took me a few minutes to figure it out, but yeah, it's got it marked. So that way, I guess you can count your gauge swatches easier. I don't know. But anyways, it's got a ruler on the side, 0 to 6 inches. Or it goes with centimeters, 0 to 14.5 centimeters. Anyways, pretty cool. I got another tape measure because I'm always misplacing my sheep one. And the best part of my latest Knit Picks order is the yarn. So, more Christmas presents. My brother-in-law wants an orange and blue hat, so he's getting an orange and blue hat. Knit Picks Swish, Delft, D-E-L-F-T. I don't know. Delft Heather. It was the closest thing to navy as I could find, which is a bit darker, maybe, than navy. I don't know. It's cool. It's heather. So it looks like a little mixture of different colors. There it is. It's pretty dark. But anyway, it's pretty. And then this is allspice. So it's a very pumpkin-y orange. He coaches. Okay, it's definitely not that bright. I apologize. Is that better? That might be better. He coaches a grade school, an elementary basketball team in the county, and their colors are blue and orange. I'm not 100% sure if this is the correct blue and orange, but it's close enough. A neighbor of ours, we've known each other forever. I'm gonna make him this green and yellow hat. I don't know exactly. I think I'm just gonna stripe them. I had thought I might do like zigzag stripe. I'm just gonna stripe it and keep it simple. Same with the orange and blue, just stripe it and keep it simple. I'll draw out like, I'll kind of draw it out first, like actually I probably won't. I'm just going to go for it, I suppose. So I'll start with the darker color, do the ribbing, do a few rows, some rows, and then, stripe in maybe a thin stripe of the lighter color, and then the darker color, then the lighter color, and then make it, light. So I'm hoping it'll work. So what I'm wanting to do, I'm pretty sure there'll be extra because there was extra of the other. So these together make 100 grams, and so I'm going to make his hat for the adult hat first, and then he's okay, this is going to get confusing, but anyways, I've already made this hat for the grandpa, and I was going to make, a baby hat to match this. I'm going to make this hat for the dad, and then I'm going to try to make a matching baby hat for the son. So the baby will have a hat to match dad and another hat to match grandpa. And I think that'll be cute. This is Honey, and this is Dublin. Like Ireland, I guess. Dublin and Honey. Now, he farms, and he has John Deere tractor. It turns out this is not John Deere green. Knit Picks, you need to get a John Deere green. But you know what? It's close enough. Whatever. So green and yellow for John Deere. And my favorite is the Goth Kitty. And I got 2 of these. So this one is going to be for a Christmas present. Unless I mess up the hat I'm fixing to start on, then that one will be for a Christmas present. This will be for me. But anyways, because you know what? If you give it to somebody that doesn't knit doesn't know if you've messed up because they're not going to pay that much attention to it. So, so this is Goth Kitty, pinks, purples, grays. Perfect. And this is going to be a hat. I'm going to make, okay, the wife of the guy I'm making this for, I'm going to make her a hat. And I'm going to make one more hat for somebody. Probably my husband's cousin because she's 13. So I've got Goth Kitty, then we'll make a hat, and I've got, what is this? Hopscotch. And I did not know I was going to love hopscotch quite so. I knew I would love this. But, oh, I'm so in love with hopscotch. I mean, I'm wanting to keep it. Oh, why is it so bright? Oh, this is a hot mess. And, let me just go ahead and take that off. I'll take this one off too. So, you can see. It's awesome. If you haven't already gotten any of the new Knit Picks worsted or even Knit Picks Felici sock weight yarn, go now and get Goth Kitty and get Hopscotch if you don't get any others. I'm tempted to get like all of them now that I bought this, but oh, this is so pretty, and the yellow and the white's getting blown out. I'm sorry, but it's got teal, it's got purple, it's got a magenta, a pink, a yellow, and a creamy color. I don't know, but this one may be for this one may be for my husband's cousin because again she's 13. I don't know yet. I'm gonna make 2 hats and then I'll see who gets what. I may let the cousin choose and then give the other one to the adult lady because I'm figuring the teenager might be a little bit more picky than an adult because, you know, teenagers. But anyways, I have cast on for this hat for myself. I know I'm being selfish, but I can make a hat like that. And I just really, I love it. And so I want it. And I've already, you see all the finished objects I've got for Christmas, so I can make me a hat. I made this one in a day. It'll be fine. Socks take forever. I'm so slow at socks, but I can zoom through a hat. I love making hats. And I'm thinking about writing up a pattern for this hat. I'm not sure yet. But anyways, I'm thinking about writing up a pattern. I'm going to have to figure out something different. I think I have I think I haven't figured out. I have in my mind another way to do the decreases that would make them simpler. These, oh, you know what? These decreases look pretty good. You can't even hardly tell. But I think I haven't figured out a way that might make them simpler to do, like to write it out in the directions, but I'm going to have to test it out to see. Because the texture, or, you know, I could just have stopped the texture and not done a texture at the top. That's option 1 would be just do the top, the decrease part in stockinette and do my normal twisty up. I usually do, see how this twists, I promise I'm almost finished. So see how this twists around, like the decreases kind of swirl. So that's my normal way of decreasing. So I may do that. Option 2 would be, in my head, I'm thinking of a way to get it to where I can decrease out and keep the texture stitches, but make it simple enough that you don't have to really think about it. So, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know who else I can make a hat for, but after Christmas, I'm going to try another hat similar to this one and try to decrease different, and I may end up making this a pattern. I don't know yet. I don't know who would want to buy a pattern that I make, but, you know, whatever. It'll be out there in case anybody does. And I love making hats. That's what I started knitting with. So it would make sense for me to make a hat pattern as my first pattern. And you know what? I think that's about it. I feel like I've been talking forever. So Vlogmas has started. I'm going to be doing that. And I don't know when this video will be getting up. It depends on my internet's so slow. I don't know how long it's going to take. But anyways, I'm going to Hobby Lobby today to get some Christmassy stuff. I'm going to go Kohl's and get some stuff. And then I think I'm actually ahead on Christmas shopping. Never happened. Never happens. I'm always like the week right before Christmas. I'm like trying to get up Christmas presents, and I think I'm ahead. But anyways, I gotta go. Bye.